So if you do want to get fit for 2024, for summer 2024, go and get a horse, muck it out, ride it, you'll be fine. Mucking out for 1 hour is 593 calories. I don't know what it is in McDonald's items. Well, if you've got any non-equestrian friends out there who want to get fit and want to build a bit of muscle and all that sort of stuff, get them down to your yard. This week, I want to talk to you about a lot, but the first thing I want to talk to you about is terminology. One of my earliest memories of when I was 18 and I first moved to the horse riding school with my mum was when I was working on the yard, on the stables, and obviously I'd only been there probably a couple of days, and you want to make sure that you fit in and agree with everybody and totally not give away that you actually don't know what you're doing or any of the terminology or anything like that. And one of the grooms came up to me and said, Jerry? I didn't know who Jerry was. I thought Jerry was some guy that worked on the yard somewhere, but apparently it was a horse. But anyway, she said, Jerry? I said, yeah, I know Jerry. Why? Well, he's lame. Now, to anybody outside of the horsey world, lame is, you're a bit of a loser. You're a bit sad. So I thought to myself, well, that's a bit mean to talk about Jerry in this sort of way, but, okay, fair enough. And she continued to go, I'm going to go and get some devil's claw for him. Again, I have no idea what devil's claw is. I didn't know it's a supplement, to help with joints and whatnot. I thought it was some sort of voodoo item that she was going to use on Jerry to rid him of his lameness. Which I suppose in a roundabout way, that's what happens. But I didn't know what was going on. I said, oh, yeah, go and get the devil's claw. Go and get the devil's claw. A couple of days after, the same girl came up to me. She said, Aaron. I said, yeah. Jerry? I thought, oh, what's she going to say now that, what's it? Well, he's sound. He's sound. Now, we're from Manchester. Like, obviously, sound means like he's okay. He's cool now. But clearly, the terminology there was totally missed on me because obviously lame means that they're injured and sound means that they're not injured. It means they're fine, which again, I had no idea about. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Any non-equestrians out there, if you ever hear any equestrians saying that someone is lame or a horse is lame, it doesn't mean that they're a loser. It means that they're hurt or they're injured. And if they're sound, that doesn't mean that they're safe, they're all cool and that sort of stuff. It means that they're injury-free. I didn't know that. Went over my head. Nobody told me about that sort of stuff at all. I also want to talk to you about fitness. Now, it's getting to that time of year now where people are going to start, we're coming into spring. Everyone's going to start wanting to lose a little bit of weight for summer and whatnot. I myself personally have started my diet. I mean, this was from 2021. I haven't yet finished that diet, so I'm still going strong on it. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and my wife, she is able to eat anything, and I'm talking anything, and she doesn't put on a pound, nothing. I look at a bit of chocolate and poof, gone, 100 kilos, gone. Is there. I can't move. So I was thinking to myself, obviously, it must be the horses that are keeping her this fit and whatnot. But I wanted to do a bit of research into it and actually find out, well, hang on, how many calories, how much energy is she actually burning because of the horses? So I did. And all of this information is backed by the science of Facebook, so it must be 100% true. But yeah, according to the internet, the science of the internet, if you ride and walk for 1 hour, you burn 176 calories. So, okay, maybe a pack of Rolos or something. If you're riding in trot for an hour, that's 457 calories. So a pretty decent amount. Riding in canter, 525 calories. So again, nice. And in gallop, sort of similar, 563 calories. Now, grooming your horse, I suppose it depends what sort of size horse you've got here, but yeah, if you've got a Shetland, it probably isn't going to be this high. But yeah, if you're grooming your horse apparently for an hour, that's 422 calories. Yard duties, and I assume that means like sweeping up, putting hay nets together and whatnot, is 453 calories. And mucking out for 1 hour is 593 calories. Now, even individually, that is quite a significant amount of calories that you're going to burn there. But if you think about it, if you've got one horse, how long does it take you to muck out a horse? Half an hour? So that's 250 calories. And if you're riding for an hour, it's about 500 calories. So you're burning just through your passion 750 calories, which is a pretty decent amount. And that's only if you've got one horse. Imagine if you've got 2 or 3 or 4. It's no wonder my wife can eat anything she wants and not put on any weight, because at the moment, we've got 4 horses. And I don't even know how they got there, but they just appeared. But that must be her fitness regime, is to have more horses so she stays fit. I understand now. That makes total sense to me. My daughter, she said something a bit, a bit nice to me on the weekend, and it really stuck with me again, and I wanted to tell you guys. So on the weekend, again, I try and help where I can. Usually I sweat my backside off, and all I do is fill hay nets. And by the way, if anybody has any tips on how to fill hay nets, please can you message me and send me some videos or something of it, because I am useless. It took me about an hour to fill 5 hay nets. So I really need some advice on that one. But yeah, I walked past me with a wheelbarrow full of muck, and she was, I said, "Are you okay?" She goes, "Yeah, this is hard, but it's worth it." Your child is doing something difficult. I know it's difficult. She knows it's difficult, but in her mind, it's totally worth it, because the passion that she's got for riding and whatnot. And I just wanted to share that with you, because I thought it was quite a nice little token, and it brings me back round a little bit to this fitness thing as well. You know, I do work out. I mean, I know it doesn't look like I do, but I do. I promise, I work out. If I'm on the treadmill or row machine or lifting weights or anything, I don't particularly want to do it. I know I've got to do it, because if I don't do it, I'm probably going to need a wider lens to film this podcast. But with horse riding and looking after horses, again, it's a fitness thing, it's a health thing, as well as a passion thing. So imagine actually being able to do exercise that you love on a daily basis. I know there's football and rugby and all that sort of stuff, but you have to train, which is difficult then to play the game. But to actually look after a horse and ride a horse and all that sort of stuff that goes along with it, which a lot of equestrians enjoy and also keeps them fit. It's a win-win combination. It's just another great aspect of this equestrian world. And I suppose another thing as well, if you've got any non-equestrian friends out there who want to get fit and want to build a bit of muscle and all that sort of stuff, get them down to your yard, get them mucking out for you for an hour. Say to them, "Oh yeah, Aaron at Just Horse Riders, he said that if you muck out for an hour, that's 500 calories gone." I don't know what it is in McDonald's items, but I assume it's a couple of burgers or maybe some chips. I might be wrong on that, but hey, 500 calories burnt is 500 calories burnt. It's good. I think it's amazing. Another great fitness thing about being with horses as well is the strength that you build up. Now, again, I know I talk about my children and I'm obviously a little bit biased, but the strength that my kids have compared to other kids when lifting wheelbarrows or hay nets or anything like that is pretty impressive. I mean, like I said, when Aya was walking past with a wheelbarrow, I mean, there was some weight to it. And I don't think very many 7-year-olds or, 5-year-olds at Lincoln's could probably lift the amount of weight that they're lifting. And that's purely through repetition and mucking out. So again, I think it's another amazing side of the owning a horse and having a horse at a young age, because you build in that sort of physique and keeping fit. And obviously keeping fit goes in hand with, the mental side of it as well, your mental health. I know myself personally that if I don't work out for a few days, like I do feel down and I do get more irritable and that sort of thing. So, I mean, that's another episode that we can maybe talk about is like, okay, well, how does it affect your mental health? You know, again, being outside and being fit, being active, being not distracted, but having a purpose, you know, to look after these horses. You know, maybe that's another thing that I should really look into about how important it is to have horses as well. And what benefits there are. I mean, again, I've not done too much research on it, but I bet there's some good research out there to say that, you know, having horses, riding them, exercising, getting up early, being outside in nature, even communicating with people on the yard. You know, I think a lot of people lack that sort of thing in their life, and probably leads to the negative effects on your body and on your mental health. I'll have a little look into it and see if I can get up any facts and any statistics, because I think that would be really interesting to know. So if you do want to get fit for 2024, for summer 2024, you know, get the muscle going, get the washboard abs, you know, and whatnot, get the physique you want, just go and get a horse. Just go and buy a horse, stable it, muck it out every single day, ride it every single day, and that's it. You can eat what you want. That's that's the payoff. So yeah, go and get a horse, muck it out, ride it. You'll be fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this week, and yeah, hopefully next time you see me, I'll be a little bit skinnier, but I probably won't be. But I will try my best. Hopefully, maybe I should start mucking out the horses. Maybe that'll help. Actually, I better not put that on there, because otherwise I'll be mucking out the horses every morning, which I don't have time for. And it's a bit cold still. So, anyway, see you next week. Bye.